Hello everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel Statisticians Hub. Today we will be discussing descriptive statistics in IBM SPSS software. So, descriptive statistics have majorly two divisions: measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion. Measures of central tendency have many factors. In this video, we will be covering some of the factors like mean, median, mode. And in case of dispersion, there is also many measures. In this video, we will be covering variance and standard deviation. So let us look into the theory of mean. That is basically the arithmetic mean. The definition of mean is if x1, x2, xn are n observations, then their arithmetic mean or mean is x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus up to xn divided by n. Or simply we can write summation xi divided by n. Similarly, median. It is basically the middle value of the dataset, of any dataset. But in some of the cases, we can see there are even number of observations. For odd number of observation, n plus 1 divided by 2th observation, that is the middlemost observation of the dataset. Whereas in case of even datasets having total sample size of even number, we have to stick with the average of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th observation. That is the observation which is in the n by 2th place as well as the observation which is in the n by 2 plus 1th place. The average of these two observation is our median. Mode is basically observation with the highest number of frequency. If we move into our measures of dispersion case, variance to describe average squared deviation from the mean. That is the deviation, squared deviation from the mean value of the dataset, which have the distinct formula sigma square is equal to summation xi minus x bar whole square divided by n. Here x bar is the mean, xi is the observation, and n is the number of observation. Similarly, standard deviation, it is nothing but the square root of the variance. So we can see that sigma is equal to root over of summation xi minus x bar whole square divided by small. Now we moved into the skewness and kurtosis part. Skewness indicates the asymmetry of a distribution. That is how much asymmetric the distribution of the dataset is. Mathematically, we can see that sigma 1 is equal to mu3 square by mu2 cube, where mu3 and mu2 are the central moments. So mu3 is 1 by small n summation xi minus x bar whole cube and whole thing to the power square, and mu2 indicates 1 by n summation xi minus x bar whole square, that is the variance of the dataset. Similarly, kurtosis indicates the peakedness of a distribution, that is how peak the distribution of the dataset is. Mathematically, it is denoted as beta 2 is equal to mu 4 by mu 2 square. Mu 4 is nothing but the fourth order central moment, that is 1 by n summation xi minus x bar whole to the power 4. Mu 2 is the variance, 1 by n summation xi minus x bar whole square, and whole thing square again. Now we move into our quartiles and percentiles part. So quartiles indicates the value under which the given percentage of data points are found. That is basically we have 4 different quartiles, where first quartile, that is the lower quartile, indicates 25% of the data lies within this value. That is lower quartile is that value of the variate up to which 25% of the data lies, which is denoted as Q1. That is 1/4 of the data lies under a given value. Second quartile or median, the middlemost value of the data set, that is 50% of the data lies under this value. Third quartile or the upper quartile is that value of the data set up to which 75% of the data lies and is denoted as Q. And fourth quartile we didn't consider here because fourth quartile is the last value of the data set. If we arrange the data set in ascending order, the last value of the data set is the ultimate quartile or the fourth quartile. Percentiles are the given percentage of data lies within a value. denoted as P alpha, where alpha goes from 1 to up to 99, where alpha is the percentage of data set. Now we have a problem. Let us see what is the problem. There is height of 50 students of a class are given as 122, 161, 132, 142, and so on. We need to find the mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis, first and third quartile, 35th and 75%. So now, as we can see, we moved into the SPSS software, where I have already created a variable named observation, OBS. The name of the observation is OBS, type is numeric, width is 3, as we are considering a data set having all the observations of 3 digits. Decimal is not needed. Observation level, I leveled this as observations and within brackets CMS, because we are considering the height of all the students as in centimeters. In the data view, I have already typed all the data, observation of the data set which I have shown previously. The observations are in centimeters. Now we need to go to analyze, go to descriptives here, go to frequencies. We need to take the observation variable from left to the right under the variables. We go to statistics. Now we select what we need. From the central tendency, we need mean, median, mode. If you need the sum of all the observation, you can select this. I don't need this now. Now I need the percentile values from here. We need quartiles. We need the percentiles, and I fix the percentile as 35. I click add. Further, I type here 78 because I need the 35th percentile and 78th percentile. Now we go to dispersion section. Here I need the standard deviation and variance. You can also find out the minimum value of the observations, maximum value, standard error of the mean, and range, which I don't consider in this case. Now in the distribution section, I need the skewness and kurtosis too. We click on OK. Now I also need the histogram of the observation. So I click on histogram, show normal curve, as I need a normal curve on the histogram too. Now I click on continue and then click on OK. Here I can see that in the output window, here are all my statistics and this is my histogram. So I can see here the statistics says N, that is the number of observations here, valid and missing, that is how many number of valid observations or real observations are there. It says 50, and missing, there is no missing observation, that is 0. Mean here in this case we can see 135.78. Median is 139. Mode is 141. Standard deviation. All of this has been written in this case. We can see here skewness is 0.111. Kurtosis is minus 0.651. Percentile is 25 percentile this, 35 this. We can see everything from here. Now, if you need the output in a separate file, we can just click here, right click here, we copy from here. Now we go to the Windows and go to our Microsoft Word. So in the Microsoft Word, let me get this into the full screen. I click on blank document. Here, if I right click here and paste, then you can see the whole of the output is copied here in the Word. Now I can print it from here, or I can send it to anyone. I can do it from here onwards. Now if I move into, okay, let me close the output window. So this is the way we can get our descriptive statistics for an ungrouped data in SPSS. So that's all from my side. If you have any query regarding this, you can comment down. Thank you for watching the video. Please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.